Good morning, children. Welcome back to our Google Classroom. So, what are verbs? The words which are used to express what the subject does, what the subject is, or the condition of the subject, and what the subject owns or possesses are called verbs. From this, we can understand there is a connection or agreement with the subject and verb. Today, we will discuss the topic subject-verb agreement. It is an easy topic, at the same time very important too. You might be thinking, what is subject-verb agreement? It is the agreement or bond with the subject and verb in a sentence. If the bond is wrong, the entire sentence will be grammatically wrong. Let's start the topic subject-verb agreement. What is subject-verb agreement? In a sentence, the verb must agree with the subject in number and person. In a sentence, the verb must agree with the subject in number and persons. That means, whenever the subject is singular, the verb also must be singular. Whenever the subject is plural, the verb also must be plural. It is a main or the basic rule related to subject-verb agreement. Already you know that subject has two forms, singular and plural. Like that, the verb also has singular and plural forms. We can change a singular subject to plural by adding s or es. For example, cow, cows, tree, trees. Exceptions are there like man, men, woman, women. For most of the subjects, we can add s or es to make it plural. But it is just opposite in the case of verbs. Here, singular verbs take s or es form. Example, sing, sings. Here, sings is the singular form and sing is the plural form. Dance, dances. Dances is the singular form and dance is the plural form. Hope you understood. Let me share some examples. Cow eats grass. Cows eat grass. In these sentences, in the first sentence, cow eats grass. Cow is the singular form and eats is the singular form of the verb. And in the second sentence, cows is the plural form and which is the plural verb eat. Hope you understood the difference between singular subject and singular verb. In the singular subject, there will not be any s or es form, but in the singular verb, there will be s or es. Let me share some more examples. He likes apple. She likes apple. They like apple. So here we avoided s or es because the subject is plural. Let's discuss the singular and plural forms of verbs. We know that there are two types of verbs, main verbs and auxiliary verbs. Most of the main verbs take singular form by adding s or es. Then in the case of auxiliary verbs are divided into two, primary auxiliaries and modal auxiliaries. Modal auxiliaries have no singular and plural form. They have only one form. And in the case of primary auxiliaries, which are the primary auxiliaries? Forms of be, do and have. So in the forms of be, is and was are the singular verbs. Are and were are the plural forms. We use am only with the subject I. Forms of do. Which are the forms of do? Do, does and did. Do is the plural form and does is the singular form. Then did is the past form of do and does. It will join with both singular and plural nouns. And forms of have, has and had. Here have is the plural verb, has is the singular verb and had is the past form of have and has. It joins with both singular and plural. Let me share some examples for this. She is eating apples. They are eating apples. We use the singular verb is with the singular subject she, and we use the plural verb are with the plural subject they. She has done her homework. They have done their homework. Here also we use the singular verb has with the singular subject she and plural verb have with the plural subject they. I hope all of you understood this term now. So whenever the subject is singular, we have to use the singular verb, and when the subject is plural, we have to use the plural verb. There are some more rules related to subject-verb agreement. Let's discuss it now. Two or more singular subjects joined by the conjunction and take a plural verb. That means when two or more singular subjects are joined by the conjunction and, we have to use a plural verb. Example, John and Jane are the best of friends. Here, the singular subjects John and Jane are connected with the conjunction and, so it is plural. So we have to use the plural verb are. Next rule, if there are two subjects in a sentence but together they refer to one idea, a singular verb is used. Example, bread and butter is my favorite breakfast. Rule number 4, when a collective noun is considered a single unit, it takes a singular verb. Example, the cricket team was extended a warm welcome at the airport. Here, the collective noun team is considered as a single unit. That's why we used the singular verb was in this sentence. Another example, the chamber orchestra meets in the auditorium every evening. Rule number 5. If members or units that make up the collective noun are considered as individuals, then we use a plural verb. Example, the members of the jury are still divided on their opinion. Another example, some of the staff at the hospital were absent last night. Rule number 6. Some nouns which end in S take a singular verb. Examples, gymnastics is an Olympic sport. Physics is my favorite subject. Rule number 7. We use a plural verb with quantifiers such as both, few and many, while much always takes a singular verb. Examples, both Sonam and Sheena learn vocal music. A few volunteers have already started working with the families of cancer patients. Many are still waiting for the ship to arrive. Much water has flown under the bridge. Rule number 8. When two or more subjects in the singular are joined by the conjunctions either, neither, neither nor, either or and nor, the singular verb is used. Example, either Rahul or Shyam is responsible for the mistake. Neither the apple nor the pear is fresh. Rule number 9. However, when either or, neither nor are used with two subjects, one of whom is different from the other in number or person, the verb agrees with the subject nearest to it. That means the subject near to the word or nor is singular, we have to use a singular verb. Or if it is plural, we have to use a plural verb. Examples, either the king or the princess are leading the army in battle today. In this sentence, the subject which is nearest to the word or is princess. Princess is a plural subject, so we have to use the plural verb are. Next example, either the twins or their friend is bringing the wickets for today's match. Here, the subject which is nearest to the word or is friend, and friend is singular. That's why we used the singular verb is here. Another example, either you or she is the creator of this painting. Rule number 10. Titles of books, magazines and films, even if they contain plural nouns, take a singular verb. Examples: A Flight of Pigeons by Ruskin Bond is a delightful book. The Express News is read by a lot of people in North India. Rule number 11. Words or phrases for money, time and distance take a singular verb. Examples: Rupees 200 is enough for a child's weekly pocket money. 3 weeks is not enough to complete this assignment. 5 kilometers is a long distance to walk in this humid weather. Rule number 12. Singular nouns that represent an entire class or are plural in meaning take a singular verb. Examples: The family is returning tomorrow. The church choir sings 2 hymns at the end of the service. Our class is going for an excursion today. The committee has agreed to meet next Monday. Rule number 13. When the subject has 2 nouns or pronouns joined by connectors like as well as, with, along with, in addition to, and together with, the verb agrees with the first one. Example: The captain as well as his teammates is happy with the score. Rule number 14. When words like each or every are used before a noun, the verb is singular. When each and every are joined with and before a noun, then too the verb is singular. Examples: Each day brings fresh possibilities. Every student was given a certificate of participation. Each and every soldier was loyal to the Chief General of the Army. Rule number 15. When 2 subjects are joined by not only but also, the verb agrees with the subject that is closest to it. Examples: Not only the teacher but also the students were excited. Not only the students but also the teacher was excited. That's all for today. We have some textual activities related to this. Do the activities yourself. Before doing it, read the rules given in our textbook. A YouTube URL is attached. Watch the video. A test paper is also attached. Submit your answers as soon as possible. We can meet in the next class with a new topic. Thank you.